Friends, welcome to Cricket Caviar. And as I predicted, Sri Lanka will be on a roll after that T20 comeback, and they comfortably defeat West Indies in the first ODI at Palekele. What a beautiful place to play cricket! And this match has some drama. Like West Indies did not have a good start, but then Rutherford and Chase were going along really well, and then suddenly you have a rain interruption there, which hampered the first innings of West Indies at 37 overs 185. Then Sri Lanka come to bat, and I thought Shikhar at halfway mark, Sri Lanka might feel themselves unlucky because West Indies was batting at 4.7 run rate, but they were asked to make over 6 runs in over because of DL method. So they were asked to chase 232 and 37 overs, but boy, Sri Lanka chased that comfortably. Wonderful, wonderful batting.
No, I don't think they. I think Sri Lanka were lucky. I don't think they were unlucky because the way Rutherford was batting, they were 30 overs. In fact, they were struggling badly, Pratik. So they were around 30 overs, 120 or something. And after
Very, very
that,
slow
the
start.
partnership. Yeah, after that, the partnership, when Casey Carty got out, after that, the partnership between Rutherford and Roston Chase, it was going at run a ball, and Rutherford
Mm.
was really hitting Hasaranga. I mean, Hasaranga bowled beautifully today in the power play. He took some wickets, but after that, actually, I saw those shots from Rutherford. He's one of the best players of spin, no doubt. Like I told in T20 series also, he's the best player of spin from West Indies. And he was really getting into his knock. And if the momentum had not been destroyed, I don't know what Rutherford would have done in the last 10 overs. We have seen him explode
Mm.
at a exponential rate. So, I think Sri Lanka were lucky in terms of they got a simple equation of 37 overs 230, and they could start with the West Indies bowling attack is not that great, and
I was still nervous
yeah.
for Sri Lanka because Nisanka was not playing this game, and we have seen Madushka not perform in that Test series against England. He was the backup opener today, so I did not
Hmm.
know what to expect from him. But yeah, Sri Lanka did chase it very comfortably. And Shikhar, another reason I thought West Indies was lucky because there was just matter of one wicket, and it's very hard for a new batter in Sri Lanka. So you're right, like Rutherford could have
Hmm.
exploded, but if Rutherford or Chase would have gotten out, then there could have been a collapse as well. Yeah, but
Yeah, but still,
hmm,
still, I've seen Romario Shepherd playing a lot of good knocks in ODI cricket versus England. I
hmm,
think there was a series where Romario Shepherd batted really well. So, yeah, we can't say what would have happened because the
hmm,
Sri Lankans are making the turning pitches. And recently saw a criticism from one of the Sri Lankan pages actually
hmm,
that they were not happy that Sri Lanka are making turning pitches for the third T20I, second and third T20I, because
hmm,
it's not an ideal preparation for 2026 T20 World Cup where they can be asked to play the later stages in India. So
hmm.
if that happens, they will not get turning pitches. So there was some criticism from the Lankans itself that they are hampering their own growth by making some these turning pitches. And in ODI series, we know they were going to win because
Dominate.
they beat India. They beat
Hmm.
India easily 3-0. So yeah, I mean, yeah, even before the series started, we had said that ODI is
Yeah,
Sri Lanka will be Sri Lanka's forte.
yeah. But Shikhar, do you know that bilateral series win in T20 was the first time Sri Lanka ever beat West Indies in a T20 bilateral. So it was a good achievement for Sri Lankan team. Anyways, coming back to this match, like you said, Indian series, the familiar face came back, Jeffrey Mondase. Actually, he's playing cricket after
Hmm.
that many time, man. Like he did not get his chance, unfortunately, in the other series against England, New Zealand. So he waited his turn
Yeah.
and he took the wicket of Captain Hope today. So he did bowl well, and Dunit Velalage, even though he did not pick a wicket, but his economy was only 2.9. So Rutherford was actually under a lot of pressure in the beginning of his knock. He actually cut loose only when Chase joined him. But yeah, it was a good knock from Rutherford. Shikhar, you'll be upset actually in the last video which I made solo. I criticized Rutherford and I asked like whether he should be in the squad. That's why I was smiling.
I think Pratik, you are now in the you are traveling in the wrong time now because whatever you are saying or whatever players you are picking right now, they are having the worst time, it seems. So yeah, no doubt it
Yeah.
happened again. So But yeah, man, I mean, West Indies didn't even qualify for the ODI World Cup. They are not sure right now what kind of combination they are going to play. I definitely think there is a place for Rovman Powell. I'm shocked to hear that Shai Hope was captain, because I definitely think Rovman Powell should be playing
in
ODI
this
cricket.
format.
The way he can play spin is actually very good. But I don't know what West Indies is thinking, what their approach is going for ODI cricket, because last
They
time
do
they
have
lost
good
to
ODI batters
Netherlands.
like Athenaeus and Casey Carty. Casey Carty, man, I really like him. If you remember,
Hmm.
he had a big 100 in Australia, and today also he was looking good. Man, you have to see his dismissal. So Asalanka, man, the clever guy, he got him out. So what happened is Asalanka bowled a foolish delivery to Casey Carty, and he smashed him a big six over long on, and it was like 87-meter sixes. And the funny part was like he hit that six with only one hand. That's the power of Casey Carty. Then
Hmm.
Asalanka tried to challenge him. He bowled a similar delivery, and Casey Carty again went with a one-handed shot. This time he gets caught at the boundary. So it was funny how Asalanka is such a clever bowler, man. Like I remember in one second T20, he was not doing any spin or pace. He was just taking bowling a straighter one and taking wickets. And today he foxed
Yeah.
Casey Carty, who was looking actually good. So
And also the Sri Lankan batting order, I saw that Asalanka came ahead of Kamindu Mendis. I think this should have been the batting order also in the T20I games, because
mm,
Asalanka is the batsman who can actually make the job simple for Kamindu Mendis.
yeah.
So that I don't know what they were doing in T20 series. They were sending Kamindu Mendis ahead of Asalanka, and also Bhanuka Rajpaksa there in that case.
But
So
they also sent Kamindu after Lianage. I thought he should have come before Lianage. Again, haven't seen much of Lianage, so that's
yeah, Lianagi is a great player. Actually, he played well versus India also, and he played very well versus Bangladesh and
okay.
Afghanistan also. So he's a very good ODI batsman. So I think he
Mm.
deserved to come. I wonder what happened to Sadira Samara Vikrama, because he was a very good ODI
He's
batsman.
losing his form, man.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
coming back
I
to Sri
think.
Lanka's chase, it wasn't easy. They were 45 for three. The only good thing was it was still the seventh over, so they start well. They were sure that they want to attack in this game. But at 45 for three, I thought West Indies were definitely in it. But thanks to a good knock from Madushka and Asalanka, like what a partnership that was. And not only it was a big one, but they were scoring at like 7 or 8 runs an over. So that really helped Sri Lanka, made it easy. The chase became very easy. Even though they lost both the batters together, they did not panic at all.
Yeah, Asalanka in Sri Lanka is, his name is also Asalanka, and he's in Sri Lanka he bats so well. Like I've seen him steal those matches versus Australia,
Yeah.
versus Afghanistan, versus
Mm.
Bangladesh, with Dunit Vellalage or someone. But what about Vellalage? Was he not playing today?
He was 7 overs 20 for
He
no
was playing.
loss, but he didn't get to bat. I thought he will be the one finishing the game once the collapse start, but Kamindu Mendes finished it in
Yeah.
style.
I mean, he is the main ODI batsman. Like what the way he batted versus India, I can't forget that series. His contribution versus India. So, yeah, I think he doesn't need to contribute much in this series. Definitely, he was much needed.
But I'm
But see,
seeing a
West Indies.
similar trend, man, for Sri Lanka. Yeah, both their T20 and ODI teams, they have very good openers. Like first three or four are sorted. They're still not able
Hmm.
to figure out what's the right combination in the middle order. So that's why they still rely on Hasaranga or Vela Lage's batting. Like, okay, if middle order collapse, you have to save us. So it's like a peak. Like openers are performing, then middle order is not sure. Then again, you have very good all rounders at the end to save yourself. So
Yeah, yeah. They are a good team for Sri Lankan conditions. That's the only thing.
mm,
Would love to see them develop some players. I'm yet to see Asalanka do well outside Sri Lanka, but yeah, they have at home they are too good, and that's why that criticism was there in that Lankan Facebook page. I saw that
mm,
they were saying that yeah, Pathum Nisanka played 55 or 49 in that T20I, but
yes.
uh, that kind of knock will not be good in case of a World T20 match.
Yeah, exactly, man. Because
So
India, Australia, they're all making like 200-run pitches, right? What will Sri Lanka needs
yeah,
to produce those kind of batters who can play with 200 strike rate.
yes, yes. But
But
Asalanka
yeah,
is too good. Good is one of my favorite. Actually, I was one of the first to discover his talent and
Yeah, when he won that
puts
T20
his.
against Australia, you were very confident that he's going to be a big player.
Yeah, yeah. I like his log sweep. Actually, he's one of the best log sweepers.
He,
I've seen this in 2021 T20 World Cup in Sharjah and Dubai, where he actually unleashed his slog sweep prowess.
he
He's a very good slog
he
sweeper.
disappointed big time in that ODI World Cup, actually, Shikhar. If you remember, he had lots of ducks, and Sri Lanka needed
Yeah,
someone in that middle order to fire. Hmm.
and that batting order of Sri Lanka was also not correct that time. I mean, it was very confused Sri Lankan team.
I think they
I
lost to
think they even
Netherlands one
lost
of the
to
match.
Pakistan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost to Pakistan too. So yeah, they lost to Bangladesh also.
Hmm.
Mm.
But
Mm.
today, like now, if you think about it, Nisanka is a good established player in ODI. They did not play
Mm.
Fernando. Avishka Fernando was actually the highest run scorer against India. So without those two,
Mm.
the way the top order played today was very good. And Madushka again, I don't know why they selected him for England because this guy's plays spin so well. He has such good feet movement. I saw him cutting the ball and reading the spin so well. So he was definitely again a player who was very good for subcontinent. Not sure it was good to send him in England opening on a green track. So, but yeah, he's a good spin player. So yeah, it will be very
Mm.
hard journey for West Indies from here. Again, Gudakesh Moti was the only name in the bowling. If you look at he put 3 wickets. So yeah, I still see this is an easy series win for Sri Lanka, but we'll be happy to see some comeback from West Indies side.
Yeah, it's hard actually, but yeah, let's hope for the best. Yeah,
Thank you, Shikhar, for joining. And
yeah.
if you haven't subscribed to Cricket Caviar yet, guys, please subscribe to Cricket Caviar and continue to follow us for all the updates on the series. Thank you.